All right, and here we are, rolling in live on the cameras. What's going on, good people of Cherokee County? We're glad to be back in the house.
How you doing, man?
Man, it's great. We had a good weekend. It's a beautiful day outside today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Dean, even though on these small weeks, we always wind up having a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah, there's a good bit still.
3.5 hour show last week. We appreciate Bo and Reggie and Josh coming. It was a good time. We had a good time with them. We're glad that they did get to come.
We set a record. It was literally 2.5, right?
Yeah, probably.
I think it was our longest. That was our longest show ever. Well, not including media days. That's our longest show.
Okay.
But I don't know if they last 2.5 hours. Probably don't.
Yes. Yeah, they usually run pretty close to 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
We got local scores, baseball and softball. What little is going on because of the weather. The invitational tournament over here in the county was supposed to be played over there at Gadsden State Place. It got canceled because of rain.
They didn't get much at all, did they?
No, they canceled it. And there was a few games here and there. Cedar Bluff, I think, had got to play yesterday. And the girls played Sylvania the day. And Spring Garden and stuff. Played Westbrook a couple of games, doubleheaders and whatnot. And you said you talked to Kyle. They hadn't got to play any.
Wednesday, they had not played a game.
And the Sandrock boys had a game and the girls. So we got news about that. And, of course, we're going to talk about some all-state players in the county that made the list of first, second, third teamer mentions, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we always want to, of course, bring them a lot of love and attention to that. And the inevitable thing that just throw that away. Just wad it up. I mean, just take you.
This is just something to go by.
This is what I did right here.
Hey, are you still winning yours?
I'm in second.
It would not let me do that. I tried everything.
Yes,
Kyle said it wouldn't let him do it either.
Take your brackets.
I wanted to do it. I love doing it.
Brackets are garbage. They ain't no. I mean,
I don't want to hear nobody say they've still got a good one.
They give a percentage the other day on ESPN. What percentage of
nobody's got a perfect.
Some? Yes, there's some out there. Somehow, I don't know how. I don't either. Now, but the thing is, it's supposed to be one bracket per person. That's what I think is a real bracket. Now, if you want to sit down and make 20 brackets, say, well, that 17th bracket I made had the Kentucky going out, and man, who had Kentucky going out?
We got an upset brewing here.
Now they played hold on a second, go ahead.
Oh, Duke getting played tight. Could be Mike Krzyzewski's last game. You don't think so, though, do you? You think they'll hold on?
Yeah, it's just because of who they are.
Right. And the situation going on with him being his last year, who knows? They may make sure it goes their way.
Yeah.
Do you believe stuff like that goes on?
You never know. I
haven't seen a lot of bad repping in the tournament.
You never know. No, not really. So before we get into more college stuff and local scores, we always have to mention our sponsors. Smorgasburg Restaurant over at Cedar Bluff. Smorgasburg got the Cove. Go over and see Brad and Brasha.
Still doing good, huh?
They got all kind of, I mean, the list could go on. Any kind of foods and whatever you're looking for. They're going to be open for breakfast now, so go over and see them for that. And, of course, long time sponsor, Warrior Gym. Holler at Todd. The phone number's right there on the screen. Summer's coming up. It's spring today, first day of spring. So if you want to go get them muscles pumped up and go over and get your tan on and get ready, that's definitely the place to do it at.
I know the ladies love this time of year.
And we're back.
Well, a lot of people do. You like this time of year, don't you?
Oh, yeah, it's springtime. So that's kind of the news of what we're going to cover. And if you enjoy watching us, Dean, tell them what they need to do.
Go subscribe.
It's
hit
easy.
The subscribe button.
It is. It's easy. It's free.
Yeah.
It don't cost anything. Just hit the subscribe and it lets you know when we go live.
Right.
And
just go to YouTube, type in the name of the show.
Yeah.
And you can subscribe.
If you watch us right now, just hit that little bell over in the corner and let you know whenever we go live every Sunday. And let's just get right into it. Basketball stuff. Now, the high school AHSA released their all-area stuff, and we went through a new relocations of teams. I put a list out of that last week. One day you can go back on the page on the Facebook page, and also you can find us on Instagram and my Twitter page at BigMatt1977. I share info. Use that for some of the high school picks for the kids and sharing college news. So if you enjoy that stuff, go over there. But we had a lot of all-state, like we said, mentions and first
Figured
teams.
we would. Right.
And there's a lot of great players in this county, so we'll start with 4A. Jack Amos.
Wow.
Very well deserving. Kid Lightning.
Hit a lot of threes.
He's a machine out there, man.
I didn't realize he was that good. I mean, I'm serious. I didn't know. I knew he was okay. I didn't know he was this good.
His energy is he just plays with a lot of energy, Dean.
Yeah, hits a lot of threes too.
Yeah, I mean, or cut the lane or layups or. He's just fast, man. He really gets after it. Breaks on defense. Nothing's getting by him. He plays a tough game. And for 4A, Coach of the Year, of course, Jacksonville's Coach Moreau over there. He got Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
They had a great team.
Yeah, they did.
In 3A, we'll move backwards there. Of course, Mr. Odom, Alex.
About 25 a game, maybe 30.
Yeah, he got first team over there at Piedmont, so congratulations to him. And, of course, our own Big Diamond Player of the Year, Cooper.
Cooper Austin.
Coop, man, in 2A, and, of course, the boys from Sand Rock, Jacob St. Clair, and Caden Justice. Put a little something together, put that on page for them.
Jacob. Good shooter, isn't he?
Man, yeah, he can put it away. And Caden is just he's a force to deal with in the lane. He's
huge.
He's over 6'4" or 5-ish. He's a little taller than me.
Right.
I think
he's a guard.
And I think his arm reach is even more than that. That makes sense. Very hard to handle in lane. And Cooper, man, what can I say about him? Covered a lot of games over there at Spring Garden this year. He hit so many like game winning or game tying, or he's just super clutch. He's a leader on the team, and he's going to be very, very missed as far as the boys.
I mean,
next year.
I saw him hit 2 game winners, this year. I don't know. He may have hit more than that.
Yeah.
But he hit the one against Handling, and he tied up the Sand Rock game. It's in it in overtime.
His it's just his knowledge of the game too. His controlment of the court and the plays and what's going on.
Oh yeah,
very well deserved.
He's one you want out there.
And Alexander, that's our guy over there at Cedar Bluff. Known him his whole life, Bucky. He is too. Bucky's a
very good basketball player.
He's a court general, man.
He is. He's probably getting close to 1,000 points. He started as a freshman. I think he missed some time last year, but he's played in what? He's probably played in 65 or 70 games. He's probably nearing 1,000 points.
He's that team too. Now him and MJ and going to be on that team next year, and now Connor's going to be graduating. He's leaving. He'll be a senior.
Right. But they'll have everybody else back.
Yeah, Mac Fry and Isaac Bishop is becoming to be a force to be dealt with. He's coming into his own, and Dylan's going to control everything down low. He's going to push and work hard and get his in.
See, so I'd heard that Jonathan's boy had come on there towards the end of the year. Jonathan Moore, Aiden Green,
yes,
and of course Cade Browning. So they've got a lot of depth, and they got the guys coming up, the younger guys,
very deep. Cedar Bluff and Center. They battled out over there the junior high, for the local tournament for the junior high kids, and they are very talented, very really good team. Really excited about our county and basketball. And speaking of Cedar Bluff, the boys baseball team, Dean, they went on and played the Coosa Christian Conquerors. They wound up winning 7-2. Jabbo goes all 7, gives up 5 hits, 2 runs, strikes out 7. And Nelson for Coosa pitched 3 innings, give up 6 hits, 7 runs, struck out 5. Now, from what I've read and seen there a little bit, the Stallings brothers had their bats on fire. It used to be the Bash brothers for the Oakland A's, and some of you young guys may not know that.
The Stallings brothers.
When it goes off the show here and you get done watching the greatest YouTube show that there is going on right now, a sports duo in the county, it's right here. It's the Matt and Todd Show.
I know.
Go over and hit that subscribe button while we talking about it. I mean, it's just easy. Hit the subscribe button, and
I'm looking. I'm not looking.
He's keeping the scores.
I'm keeping up with the score.
He's keeping score on the Duke game. But the Stallings brothers come out with a big time bats. They played very well in the game. Scored a bunch of runs. They win that game 7-2. The girls played Sylvania. Now they get up pretty heavy on them. Won 15-9. Beatty pitched in the circle. She come out there putting the smoke on. She only gave up the 9 runs, 5 hits, struck out 7. And Patterson and Kyle both had homers in this game. And, of course, Payne and Walker had 3 or more hits apiece.
They've won a lot of games this year, haven't they?
They're just some of the tournament games of some of the, upper class.
That's the only
games
that's got them.
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about Cedar Bluff, there, the girls, the expectations are high. And talking about media days, we asked Coach Crane, how do you keep those feelings down and just keep on coming to practice day to day to day?
Right.
How do you do that? Because expectations are high. I mean, everybody thinks, well, if you bring everybody back, you ought to be able to go back state again. I mean, you ought to be able to make a run. Yeah. So, but it's not exactly the same team. And it's different, and things are different, and the kids grow and mature. So,
well, they brought back 8 of 9, right?
Yeah,
8 of 9. Wow.
So we look forward to seeing them. Now, the Sandrock girls lost a nail biter. The Miss Ann, the girls go there. Spring Garden girls get a win 2-1. That game is a big time battle. It always is, and they will finish the county championship Wednesday at Jacksonville at 3:30. Be there or be square. I'm going to try to be there Wednesday at 3:30.
This coming Wednesday?
Yes.
Where at?
At JSU.
Oh, okay.
We'll finish the girls' county tournament there.
Oh, okay.
It'll make
going down.
Yes, I'm going to try to. I may miss. They're going to have to play. Well, if Spring Garden wins the first one, I think they're winners. But if Center wins one, they'll push 2. So
I just figured they'd be having it here, somewhere around here.
I don't know if because of the fields and the conditions, and it's going to come in another monsoon Tuesday. So all Tuesday games, I think Cedar Bluff is for sure. Girls are playing tomorrow, playing Hoax Bluff. Talked to Coach Crane a while ago. I wish them luck tomorrow. I'm going to try to get out there to that one. That's about the only game tomorrow. Everybody else is going to be a Tuesday game. Some of them's away. So the Sandrock and Spring Garden game.
Is that in Cedar Bluff?
Yeah, it's Hoax Bluff, Cedar Bluff, yes.
Okay.
That would be a good game. Now, Hoax Bluff's bigger, but, the Cedar Bluff girls they're going to come ready to play. I'm excited to see that. I hadn't been over there. I hadn't been over there any this year, so I need to go over there and see them. Bottom of the 5th, Dean, tie game on an air. It scores a run for Spring Garden. Bless you.
Sorry.
Ryland St. Clair scored she scored a run, and Foster Hood and Emma Simpsey led the Wildcats in hitting. But Spring Garden hangs on there and takes the win on that one. The boys had played Gaston, and I know their program, what they got going on down there. They're really trying to build down there. So it's just going to be a tough haul for Gaston because they're young, and it's just kind of hard to put a team together when you got so many young kids, and they're trying, man. They're trying to. They're trying to get it together. Now, they take a loss. Spring Garden boys, county champs.
Yes. Man, they look good.
They win both games.
I saw
Sandrock boys over Gaston.
I saw about the St. Clair girl. Plays for Mississippi State.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a ball player.
Pretty big.
Yeah, she had a video last year. She made ESPN's top 10, and I remember sharing it last year.
I saw what you shared. Pretty awesome.
Yes.
What's her name?
Ryland and
Kinley?
And, well, I just had her on.
No, I'm thinking about Kinley.
No.
Or Niley. I don't know. You gotta forget it. I don't know.
Let's see here.
I'm thinking about Chestnut. But still, D1 ball, I mean, that's good.
Well. Let me turn this fan on. That heat is.
Duke down 1 with 3.5 minutes left. Mike Krzyzewski's career may be over, man. And that score is 70-69 with 3:43 left in the ball game. Like we just said, that could be Mike Krzyzewski's last game. If they get beat, it will be his last game as a coach. He started out coaching there in 1980, so this is his 42nd year, man. 42nd year.
All right.
That's a long time to be a head coach in the same place. Could you imagine that?
I'd turn the heat on.
What was you doing in 1980? I don't even remember. I think I was in the first grade.
I was probably in a daycare class with Aunt Francis and I ain't patting him over there at the daycare at Cedar
Well,
Bluff.
Mike Krzyzewski was the head coach at you. But that may be coming to an end.
Yeah,
I
could.
doubt it. But
Let me see here. Let me make sure I still got that on. Okay. Yeah, we're still rolling. Where was we at? The Sandrock Boys over Gaston. It's Briley and Ryland. That's the girls.
okay, Riley. Yeah.
Yes, Briley. She's at Mississippi State. She made a heck of a catch back at the wall. And Auburn Dupree plays at Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Shared her video, too. She made a great catch on a foul ball out of left field now.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
Jack and Lindsay Dupree's boy. Jack went to school at Center.
Uh-huh.
I knowed him my whole life. It's Stevie's. It's one of the brothers. It's
Okay.
it's the youngest one.
Yeah,
well, there's Farrah.
I know. Well, I hadn't talked to him.
Yeah. There's him and Farrah,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the youngest, and then Jack.
Okay.
So we all grew up together. So I had to share that, give some love out to any of the kids. I mean, to be at a major college and play ball
Right.
and go to class
That's a big deal.
and be good at both.
Mhm.
It's just amazing. So hats off to both
I didn't know that.
both the Dupree girl and St. Clair. That's just outstanding.
That's pretty impressive.
Yoder hits a grand slam dinger over there against Gaston. Is in the fourth inning. Now Giles and Sloanwood had several hits. I think they both went 3 for 4 on the day. The boys played really good. They beat Gaston 13-4 and 5-4. So look for Sandrock Boys. I think they're supposed to have a game Tuesday. That's what I'm saying.
You just don't think they'll ever get it
No,
in. Right?
Tuesday about lunch or 2, between 12 and 1 or so. It's going to come in a storm, and it's going to be all day.
It's going to be a good one.
Into Wednesday.
That's cutting into track,
Yeah.
softball, baseball, what other?
Tuesday's going to be.
Soccer's going on too, right?
Yeah.
But no, Center's the only school in our county that has soccer.
I think
I know Collinsville does, but they're not in our
I
county.
don't know if Sandrock does because I know
I
they
don't
play a
know.
lot of games up there. I had never seen any. If you do, Sandrock people's listening, please share. I'll be glad to share any news. I seem like I've seen them. I know they played up there. The younger, they have a rec group up there, but as far as high school
I don't know if they've got a high school
and
team.
organized soccer, I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they do. I think Center would be the only one. But
Just because of the size of the school.
yeah, it's getting bigger though. You know,
Oh, it's the number 1 sport in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, I'm
that's
not.
hard to imagine because we love football.
Yeah,
so much.
I'm not crazy about it, but the kids love playing the video game of soccer. Moving through local stuff still here, and then we'll get to our college stuff. Spring Garden boys beat Westbrook 12-4. Bottom of the 6th, it was tied up. Bass drew a walk and scored 1. Cam Welch pitched 7 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, struck out 10. Looks like Weinstead went 3 for 5. The Pope brothers and Welch, lots of hits. They had a good day and had 11 stolen bases. They lose the other 2-9. Goins pitched. Pope went 2 for 4 at the plate, and the other loss was 7-14. Chaz led the team off in that game with the most hits. So going in there and battling against Westbrook, which is probably one of the better
Oh yeah, won it last year.
baseball
Won the state
establishments.
championship with their best player out.
Yeah, he's at LSU now.
Right. With their best pitcher out. I don't know how good all around the field player he was.
Before moving on from Spring Garden, been out there and get to go see Chaz,
Yeah, Simon Berry.
Simelberry. I appreciate them letting me be kind of be a part of that for them.
Yeah,
you kind of get to be close to the guys, and we've been around them a lot. And from way back when Austin, Slayton, and those guys played, and Kobe, we spent a lot of time over there because I was close to them. So you kind of get to know these guys because those guys were the young ones. They were coming up and coming through. And it's just been a real enjoyment to be able to cover the Pope brothers. Chapel will still have.
Oh yeah, still have.
His mom and dad are great people.
Oh yeah,
A lot of fun to talk to.
passionate.
Yes, and I'm just glad that they, trust us to, kind of be a part of their life.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got to record it for them and so they could have a little something to keep. And he was really nervous, and I didn't want to make it any more awkward or ask no questions. I didn't want to do anything weird because he was nervous. I mean, who wouldn't be?
I'd say he could be a good DB up there.
Yeah, I think he's going to be safety, and him and Jabbo maybe rooming together even.
Wow.
I
So we got
told her
3 up there.
that would be great. I mean, them knowing each other and could room together. I mean, that just
Luke's still there, right?
yes, because that takes a lot of attention. Going to college, Dean.
Oh, I know.
Nobody.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean,
It can be.
Oh yeah, I mean, with them from the same county, and they both enjoy hunting and fishing and
Right.
that kind of thing. That'll be a good thing.
Yes.
And tomorrow morning,
We're probably buddies anyway.
yeah, well, they've known each other forever and played sports right here in the county. Neely will be signing with Barry in the morning.
Yeah.
So
I saw that.
I'm gonna try to get over there to that and make that a special moment for her. I've known her, all the kids since they were little, so I'm gonna try to get out there tomorrow for Miss Ann and Mark and the guys and then the girls. So
Duke's up 1, Matt, with 2 minutes left, so we should have a final score for you in about 45 minutes.
that's the longest games, man. They go forever.
What time is it right now?
6:20.
6:20. Okay, we'll see. I guarantee you it's not over at 6:30.
No,
No way.
no.
But
I'd bet $1 million on it.
I just wanted to. I didn't mean to interrupt and say that, but yes, Neely signing 2. So that's
Yes.
4 we're gonna have it buried in this county. And 1 at Ole Miss. Does the Dupree boy play for Georgia Tech? I mean, did he play at center?
Jack, yeah.
I mean, the boy that.
No, it's his daughter plays softball.
I mean, his daughter. Where did
No,
she?
Gadsden City.
Gadsden City. Okay.
They were big into travel. She played in Florida at Disney
Yeah,
tournaments.
Jack
and
did play at center.
she played everywhere. And the other daughter plays at Auburn.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is really impressive. They're good girls, man. I mean, they lived here when they were really young. I remember taking Marcus over, and we were visiting with him. Auburn played Ole Miss. May have been 2008, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's like 5 or 6.
Right.
And Auburn, it's the girls at Georgia Tech. She was about his age, and the oldest one, she was a little older. And they all went back there in the back, and me and Jack's watching the game, and I heard them hollering and playing. We go there and mess with them. They had fluffy feathers like wrapped around Marcus's neck, playing stuff, and and then they moved.
Right.
She's a nurse practitioner, I'm pretty sure. Gadsden, he's one of the team leading supervisors at Honda. So they're really busy with life and the kids, and now they've got all the girls and a little boy. They got little Jack now. He's got to be 6 or 7 now.
Really?
So anyway, yeah, hats off to both the girls.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, to be able to play and keep your grades, and it's pretty amazing. I couldn't do it.
No.
That's what deterred me from going to college after high school. It took me a while to grow up.
Oh, well, I went and wasted probably just as much time as the people did that didn't. Did you say you didn't go right after?
No.
Okay, well, I did. You probably did as much as I did.
No, I just thought I need to go to work, and you get old, and Marcus got born. I thought, well, I need to get a degree in something. I want to teach or something. Well, I want to do PT, but that PTA schools, it's nearly impossible to get in.
I know. Well, and I'm not happy but proud of it. But you go to Jacksonville after you've been going to Gadsden State a couple of years, and you go meet with your advisor, and he's like, "You're pretty much just like you're just starting because you pretty much did nothing." I mean, he doesn't come out and say that.
Your classes don't transfer or something. You have some stuff that don't roll over.
I would advise anybody to get a good advisor.
Yeah, and
I did not do that.
See, I went as being an adult, so advice to any of the guys that are coming to be seniors, like Bucky's class and some of those guys, know about what you're getting into, study about the subject, and know all the electorials that you have to have.
Right.
That's not part of your main coursework. I was my own advisor.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't take no advice from
kids. I can understand.
Yeah, I didn't want nobody. They tried to one semester, and they had me mixed up making my sociology or macro, and I'm like, that's not even part of the.
Yeah.
You have to have 9 credit hours from this block, and they're trying to make me take this other for economics. Yeah. I'm like, no.
But starting out before you get into your.
No, I'm taking sociology. This is part of that block that I needed those hours, and he was like, well, you have to. But so, guys, it's good advice from Uncle Matt and Uncle Todd here.
Get one when you're younger.
Yeah.
Get a. When you're taking your
SAT tests and when you're getting ready to graduate, you need to be talking to student advisors.
Yes.
Like guys that are going to be becoming seniors this year, after summer, you better be thinking about what you want to do and where you want to go.
Yeah, college is
because it'll sneak up on you. Center girls, we got center and Gales left. Duke's going to win.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I like Duke. I know most people's not Lightner fans, especially Kentucky fans.
Hey,
They hate Duke.
You know, I was thinking today that Chris Lightner's one of the top 5 basketball college that I've ever saw play.
Oh, absolutely.
In college. Now, see, he didn't do much in the pros. I'm not talking about pro.
He did.
I'm talking about in college.
It's like Tim Tebow. He's a phenom, legend. I mean, if there's a Heisman Trophy, he would have won one. I mean, the guy was absolute beast to handle on the court. And
yes, he would. He definitely would have. Maybe more than one.
Yeah. Center girls, I was there at the game they played Jacksonville. Got some good pictures. Seen Miss Williams smacks one over. She had a 2-run shot. I believe
Marcus'
it was in the
daughter.
Yes, I believe it was in the. I think it was first inning, first or second. No, I think it was first. And of course, Neil's daughter, Neil, and the Hill girl and the Walker girl, which is Chad's daughter. I get to get there in the dugout and kind of cut up with them a little bit before the game. It's a lot of fun going over there and have a good time with them. And Coach Brad's super nice, and Miss Caitlin
he's a good
to let me come hang out and take pictures. I appreciate them for doing that. Said Hill pitched, and she only gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. She struck out 8. I had the count of 8 there. And Haygood and Lee, Hill, and Coley all hit the ball very well. Carson being the only senior on the team. And I think their record-wise game-wise, I think they're Tuesday too.
Really? Everybody's playing Tuesday.
I think everybody's Tuesday.
They may move them up. That may end up being.
Everybody better play tomorrow.
Better play tomorrow.
Because it ain't. And then Wednesday's county tournament, so Center and
There's
Spring
really
Garden.
no other day you can move it to.
Center Spring Garden will be at Jacksonville Wednesday. So they can't play Wednesday. Center boys talked to Coach Smith. They played Anniston. I went over there that game, shared some pictures, got to see Jeb and Walker and all the guys. And
Jeb growed up.
Oh, yeah. It surprised you, didn't he?
Yeah. I didn't even know who it was.
Yeah, he had a beard. He's like, he's got a beard. I said, yeah, he's about full grown, man.
Yeah.
I know. Got to meet some of the younger players over there the other day because you can look up the score, and I left in third, fourth inning. It was 17-1. Center was up on Anniston. Anniston's dealing with some things to try to play baseball. They couldn't get a bus one day. Then they was late the next day. Basketball and football was their main
I've never heard a lot about Anniston's baseball team.
Yeah, I mean, everybody around that area is Jacksonville.
Well, Alexandria's baseball, yeah.
I mean, you got Southside and Glencoe. I mean, that's the baseball, quote-unquote, schools. And then you got Kansas City in that kind of region sort of too area.
Right.
So it wasn't a great game. But the good point of it was, Dean, you get to play your younger players. So I got to meet some of the younger Warrior players, some JV that got to go in and take some spots to some of the older guys, get some play time. I could introduce myself to them, see them play, and share some pictures of them. So they won that game. Now they went up and played Etowah, lost 9-4, and then they lost 3-1 to West Point. So Etowah's, I don't know about them. No, Etowah's always good. They ain't a lot of shame in your game.
No.
If you lose to Etowah, they're a known baseball school.
Oh, I mean, one year, and you're not going to believe this. I don't know. They went deep in the playoffs. They played 50 ball games one year.
50.
Yes. Now, that's been a while back, and I was just shocked by that. 50? Which said they played 40 one year.
And Bobby then played Curtis in that class.
I think might have been, maybe Jim or when Curtis and all them played.
Yeah.
Justin Norton.
Yeah. You get to play and you get to winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we went through the girls. Galesville girls played a round robin tournament section. They split with them, and they lost to DAR. Lost a good one over there. So they're still getting some playing time in, even though the Invitational had gotten canceled. Coach Young rounded up something for them. Now the boys played Appalachian. They lost 19-4. Hendon was on the bump out there. Kyler also pitched some too. He led with the Trojans with 4 stolen bases.
Wow.
They had a bad second inning for Galesville. They come out and battled with them, played close. Second inning come in, and Appalachian started hitting the ball. They're a pretty good.
They've got real good play. Don't they have one of the top players in Northeast Alabama?
They got a pretty good baseball team. I mean, they're a, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, they do. I've heard some good things about him the last couple of years. I mean, I don't know if you went to I think he might have been the quarterback on the football team. I've heard some good things
I think
about
so.
him. Just being a real top-notch type baseball player. Pitcher.
Hey, okay. Can you hear?
We're fixing to get a final. It's been 9 minutes, Matt, since I told you that there was 2 minutes.
Hey, can you reach? Well, I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't have the.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. I hadn't got the. I mean, that ain't gonna matter. Go ahead. Let me.
Oh, I was just saying we're 10 minutes in, and you were right. The game is not over.
Okay. What we got for college stuff?
All right, hold on here. I'm checking it more. Everything all right? Just saying we're all right. Sound good. Oh, you got a message that it wasn't doing well. Looks like Duke's gonna hold on, Matt. You heard that here. We reported that first. Yeah, well, they're 81-76, 16 seconds left. So about 5 more minutes. All right, you want me to go break into the March Madness stuff? All right, March Madness. Let's get into that. That's what we're talking about right now. Duke up 81-76 over Michigan State earlier today. Houston upset Illinois, which is not a big upset, 68-53, and Villanova beat Ohio State 71-61. Also, right now, Wisconsin, Iowa State is a 1-point game in the first half. Notre Dame, Texas Tech is a 3-point game. Later on the night, Arizona and TCU play. Purdue and Texas, and our own Auburn Tigers play Miami. What you think? What do you want to predict in that? That was kind of an upset, Miami getting, past USC.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to say, let's see, well, Miami's 24-10. It's a pretty responsive record.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Auburn's picked by 6.5.
6.5.
That's what they're showing here. 7.5 on open on the bids. 59% of the people
are picking Auburn.
I said Miami.
I would say there would be an upset. I do not look for Auburn to get beat. All right, let's. But if Auburn does win, they will play the winner of Wisconsin and Iowa State. Hopefully, you want to play Iowa State in that situation.
Over under is 140, 145, 144.
Both teams getting about 70.
Yeah.
But that's the games going on now. All right, let's look at the teams in the Sweet 16 so far, and you can tell me what you think about these games. Gonzaga and Arkansas.
Well, that's going to be very interesting. If Gonzaga
looked great last night.
See,
Did
when
you
do
not
they?
think? I don't know. I don't know if it's Thursday or Friday.
Okay, I'm looking right here.
See if you can find that out. And I don't know where it is either.
Toronto today starts brackets. Yeah, let's see here if we can figure out where Gonzaga.
Your game's still not over with. 13 minutes.
Men's basketball. Okay, we're looking here. Arkansas to be determined.
So they don't
Thursday, the 24th.
Thursday. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just
let's
going by how good Gonzaga looked last night, and you watched some of that, right?
I did.
And Arkansas did not look good. I'm going to have to go with Gonzaga as of right now.
Let's say Timmy.
Oh boy, he just took that game over.
He's averaging 18 points, and the Holligren kid.
Yeah, the tall, skinny one.
Yes, he's a defensive mongrel to try to deal with the number 34.
Good. Yeah, he's good.
Now Note, which we all know who he is. You've talked about him.
Yeah,
I really like him. From playing at the position, he plays guard. Is he a guard? I guess he is a guard.
Yes, he's their shooting guard. I think he shoots too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I'm the only one that thinks
he's an 18-point a game guy. I'll tell you now.
I mean, he does at times.
Over under is 154,
mm-hmm.
and it looks like Gonzaga's picked to win. They're picked by an 8-point favorite
over Arkansas.
Yeah, so if you're betting on this game,
I would take Arkansas. We're going to get Better's advice.
I'm going to be pulling for Arkansas, of course.
Yes, I'm 110%
because they are our conference. So, yeah, go Razorbacks.
But what I saw last night, Gonzaga can score pretty easy.
Well, they got down there for a while. They was missing their free throws. But then, Uncle, what's his name?
Uncle Drew?
No, off Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico, which that's who Marcus said Timmy. That's who he reminds him of.
Yeah, he does look like him. All right, Matt. Duke's made it. Krzyzewski stays alive. Other teams in it, North Carolina and UCLA. All right, you said North Carolina, and that was a fantastic game.
I caught some of that game.
Baylor. Okay, well, you know what happened, don't you?
Now, Duke will have – they'll have
the winner of Texas Tech and Notre Dame.
Texas Tech and Notre Dame,
yeah.
Okay.
But do you know what happened in the Baylor game, right?
No.
They were up 25. North Carolina was, and one of their best players got thrown out for a flagrant foul. And they came back and tied the game in 10 minutes, man, after being 25 down. So North Carolina advanced, but they went on and won in overtime, and they advanced to play UCLA. All right.
Friday.
North Carolina and UCLA, who you got in that one?
Man, UCLA's favored by 2.
North Carolina's playing good, man.
See, they wasn't that good this season.
They were not, but it's like they're just. I mean, I've heard people say they're playing as well as anybody in the country.
I had them making it up this far.
Yeah,
I thought I got them picked with the road ending for them this week.
Right.
So,
well, UCLA's got a lot of experience. You know what they did last year.
If I want to keep my bracket right, I want UCLA to win.
Well, I want UCLA to win, but I'm gonna have to pick North Carolina.
But I like North Carolina too. I'm an old school. Yes, y'all can say, well, you just pick them because they're good. Like you've got Yankees. Well, I don't even have a Yankees hat over here, really. It's the time we grew up in, man. I mean, I was born in 77. So in 1987, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, tell me who was winning college basketball when this old boy was turning on ESPN.
Right.
Back in the day. Who was winning, Todd, from 88 to 93? North Carolina and Duke.
Yes.
They played each other every year.
Yeah. Yeah, they were great.
I mean, I was watching
both one
from Jerry Stackhouse to
Jordan
to Bobby Knight just the legends go on.
Right.
And Hurley and
see the first one.
Christian Lightner, we done talked about him.
The first championship I ever remember watching, North Carolina was in it.
Grant Hill was probably one of my favorite players.
Yeah, I like Grant Hill.
Amazing player.
North Carolina was in the first championship I ever watched in my life.
See?
On TV. So, but I do think UCLA, I think North Carolina will win that game. Other teams that are definitely in it, St. Peter's. We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yes, okay. Let me write that down. Sheesh.
Kansas and Providence, that game's already set. I'm going to have to pick Kansas.
I do have Kansas as far as they will play Friday also.
Mm-hmm. Again, Providence is good, but I just don't.
They got Kansas by 8.
I don't think they'll beat them by 8, but I do think they'll win.
I got Kansas picked to win it all in my bracket. Just one bracket, one person. That's all you can do. Let's not be ridiculous.
Right.
One person have 64 brackets and pull one out saying, I got it right. That's not fair.
I've done that before.
That's not fair.
Villanova, Michigan. I think Michigan's just.
They're playing good.
They're a Cinderella. Really, they beat Tennessee yesterday. They won their first game against. Who did they beat that first week? Colorado State.
They're coming in. Look what he's done. Howard's,
I just didn't even think they should make it. They got in here and won 2 balls.
Well, who was the?
Then Houston is in, but Arizona. We still got some games to be determined, Matt. And we'll move on. We'll go back over some of these games. Auburn and Wisconsin, they're playing later. Purdue's playing later. Texas Tech. Arizona will play the last game tonight. So
I like Arizona.
It won't be set until then.
I have them in my Final Four.
But, Matt, you want to talk about the SEC not doing real good in it. Alabama gets beat by Notre Dame 78-64. But you know what happened 5 minutes in? Quinterly goes out.
Yeah, I was sitting in Mellow Mushroom in Pigeon Forge enjoying a slice of barbecue chicken pizza and see the young man grab his knee and fall to the court and start screaming in anguish.
Yeah.
So I immediately grabbed my phone to text Diamond Dean and say, who is that?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was him by seeing his hair, I was like. Oh.
And, they just never were in that game, really.
And I don't know if they'd have won it anyway.
I don't know.
Even if he had played. So I don't want to use that as an excuse and be a bad
No, you can't use that. Because they haven't played well. And Notre Dame's playing good.
Well, they're just going to keep shooting the ball, and he's not going to.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's weird about that? You saying that? They did not shoot many the other day. I mean, they shot 25, but that's down.
They're going to have to get out of that ball shooting mess.
All right. Iowa got upset. You know, people had them picked to win it.
See, I didn't. I had them Sweet 16. That, you know, like this week, I'll probably go out this next game. So,
SEC-wise, LSU got beat by Iowa State, which that's understandable. They don't even have a coach. I mean, they had an interim coach.
Yes, it didn't surprise.
No.
It's not a surprise.
And other teams in the SEC.
And Kentucky.
All right, we got to talk about that. Come on now. Kentucky was defeated 85-79.
Now, see, I didn't get to see any of that one.
By St. Peter's.
But I have seen them play. I seen them play Murray State last night. And, hey, let me tell you guys, if you like college basketball and you're just a blue-collar working guy, St. Pete's your team.
Oh, yeah.
They work the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
They seem well coached. They play defense. They get back. And when they come down the court, they find the guy in the lane. It's like that. They're an East Coast team, right?
Yes.
So, I mean,
they're New Jersey.
Yes, they play this East Coast style, which I heard Kenny and them talk about, how you just find the open guy,
right,
and guys kind of shoot the lane, and it makes complete sense, and he's exactly right.
It's not real elaborate.
No, but it works.
They play good defense.
But they play good together, man.
Yeah.
And Kentucky just went there with a big head thinking they could win it, and these guys had a different idea. And Kentucky, you said they missed a lot of free throws. So.
Well, I had an expert. I'm going to call him an expert, Coach Knapp. He did. He said they looked to me like they didn't. And my uncle said the same thing. He looked to me like they didn't even prepare. You know, like that was just kind of a formality. We'll get through this first game. And next thing you know, it's tied. And, Matt, some weird things, and I don't know. You can tell me your opinion on it, but Kentucky gets the ball with 22 seconds left. And he just lets them play. He don't call a timeout or anything. I thought it was odd. And they got a terrible shot. Terrible.
He's a different kind of creature to try to understand. He's a different guy.
Yeah.
Coach Cal, I don't know. I've tried to read him.
I can't.
And watch closely. Last year I watched him in a few games very close.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You cannot sit there and I'm sorry. I don't believe it. There's no way he's coached basketball as long as he's coached. And somebody said, well, he don't know what to do. I'm like, crap.
Man, come on now. He had players like Jalen Rose at Memphis, go all the time. He should have been a Hall of Famer NBA if he wouldn't have got hurt. So, no, I don't hear that.
He knows what, but for some reason he's choosing not to. He chose to let him. He's done this 3 or 4 times. A lot of people in an uproar over it.
I don't know if it's got to be like we found out with Nate Oates. It was like, well, why don't he call timeout? And Coach told us.
Tell him to quit shooting the 3.
He says, that's how he plays. So, well, I can do that. See,
but it's almost like a lack of coaching, isn't it?
I know. But just tell me. Just be straightforward. It's like the girl you dated in high school.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she's like, you know what? I think I've got somebody else. I'm kind of squeezing on some over there. And I'll be like, okay, man. Yeah, we're just dating. It's just high school cool.
Don't act like it's
my
normal.
feelings will be hurt for a few days.
Yeah.
But, I'll get over it. We'll go on. But don't just, I
like letting them play out. Why? I mean,
maybe he thinks they're good. They're good enough to just. I'm trying.
Freelance.
I'm trying to be devil's advocate. I do this a lot with Todd. We have sessions over here on the couch. He'll lay down. I get my glasses like this. And it all started back then. My problems, with my mom was Kentucky fans. There's Coach Calipari, and no, I'm just kidding.
He's got people tore up.
I don't know,
but
I don't.
Nobody has a good answer. I mean, I did my best answer, which said that he don't want it to be on him. But he's taking so much heat for not calling timeouts. It's being on him anyway. Somebody said if he calls a timeout and it don't work, they're going to be that stupid coach. But if he leaves it up to the players, he can just say, well, they didn't execute. But it's backfired if that's what he's doing, because everybody's like, why ain't he calling the timeout? But long story short, there's speculation that they didn't even prepare for St. Peter's.
That's possible. I mean, anything's possible, knowing how young men can be. And now that's on the coach.
And they look tight, too. They look very tight. He's very nervous.
It just seems like maybe he thinks, I'm being devil's advocate, that they could just win. Like, we can just roll up out here And we're just Kentucky, by God, and we can just, go Big Blue. We can just go here and win it.
Well, that's what some people said to me.
That's the way it feels.
Yes.
And I didn't watch them now.
We don't know.
So I'm just talking out of my other end. I don't know.
What? Now, he's like, look, man, there's no mystery here. They shot better than we did. We missed 5 free throws in the overtime. We didn't play great defense. And, in a way, he's right. But it all comes back on him. But a lot of stuff was blamed on him during the game. Not subbing enough. But, dang, how much do you got to motivate kids to play? I'm kind of playing. I see some negatives in him, but I also see some things you can't blame him for. If they're not ready to play,
really don't help.
They're grown men. Do they not have to be a little bit self-motivated?
Absolutely. There has to be some kind of, at some point, the kid's got to be accountable.
Right. I don't like not making him, let's just say it was all of them. But he's taking the heat right now. And I don't know about Tennessee, but I hate to see them lose. But, Matt, I told somebody yesterday they had 5 possessions where they just missed the shot. 8 open looks, they just missed the shot.
Well,
and Michigan came back and went ahead and held on.
Sometimes, the old stupid term, that's where the cookie crumbles.
Well, it wasn't no turnovers.
What was that on Bruce Almighty? Yes.
That's what he would always do. No turnovers, no.
Well, the shot don't go.
It just didn't go. Nothing. No stupid shots.
Bama did it was it the Auburn game? It's missed shots.
Yeah.
And then they get 40 off the bench and they beat somebody like Baylor.
That was the game of the day, Baylor, North Carolina.
Oh, sheesh.
25 down. Come back in 10 minutes.
Lost
anyway.
I like to talk about this Villanova and Michigan game. I'm kind of interested in that one. It's not the most interesting game on the list for me, but it's high.
It could be an upset.
It's high because of, to me, I'd like to elaborate on that game a little more.
Okay.
Because of both of where they're at right now. It seems like they're both playing well right now.
Well, that's all that matters in basketball. You would agree 100%. That's all that matters in basketball.
Yeah. Villanova is favored in the game by a little bit.
I can't pick against Villanova, but, a lot of people's gotten behind this Michigan team, especially with some of the stuff they've gone through this year. You know about Howard getting suspended,
yes.
Right? He slapped the other coach. And I'm not laughing that he slapped him. I'm just laughing.
Well, it is what it is.
And
he's slapping another guy, man.
I thought he was in the wrong there. I didn't think what the other coach did was a big deal.
Yeah, he got a little. And
he called a timeout.
But here's what we don't know. And you can justify his coaching on that level some there.
Mm-hmm.
Other things happen in games that build up to that.
I'm sure there was more than that. We'll never know.
That's what I'm saying. But the media, not us media, we're just 2 old yak wagons.
Right.
We're the best duo on YouTube right now. And hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already. And we got podcasts. Go out there and find us on Spotify and Applecast if you enjoy podcast right around for your listening pleasure.
That's the time.
There was more leading up to that, maybe.
We think.
I don't know. But now ESPN, they see a strike or an action. Well, they're just going to run all that news because that's what sells news. That's why you turn it over and you stop and watch them and you don't turn it somewhere else. So you watch.
They're kind of out there. They compared that guy's putting his hands on his shoulder to the slap. But I don't want to get into all that.
Yeah. No.
I thought he overreacted, but he seems cool in the tournament. He had
going back through the year a little bit. I just elaborate there. Michigan lost to Arizona back around Thanksgiving. They lost 20 points by 20 to North Carolina, and they lose by 10 to Minnesota. I'm just looking at some notable games here. They lost to Illinois, and they lost to Michigan State. And I'm going to skip down through here.
They're all out.
They lost by 5 to Indiana. So this Villanova game will be Thursday. Time's not determined yet.
But that's not the same team anymore.
Right. So this may be, for me, this game is a big check mark for me. I'm interested in this game.
If you had to re-pick, okay, that's what we're do. If you had to re-pick, somebody said, throw away your bracket, we're starting over. This is $1 million contest. Whoever wins. You pick Villanova or Michigan. Michigan's on a roll right now, but I don't know how good Villanova is. I know they're always good.
I guess if I'm picking it today, I'd pick Michigan. I just like how they're playing right now. And I know they got
That's good. I mean, that's fine. Absolutely fine.
They got Villanova, winning the game, but now Michigan may go out there and lay an egg. I like how they're. I'm a spur of the moment kind of guy. I can watch a team play, and you can see how they're playing.
Exactly.
I take Michigan.
Well, here's the one I'm struggling with, Matt. Maybe you can help me. Kansas and Providence. Who in the world's going to win that thing? On paper, Kansas is better, but Kansas is always in the Sweet 16. They're the Elite Eight for the most part. What do you think?
Let's see here.
What's the spread? You said the spread was 8 right now.
Yeah, I'm not a Providence.
You got to pick an upset in some of
knowledgeable guy. Well, that's the odds are against Providence for sure. 8 points different in the game. Over under was 144.
I don't know. Providence is playing very well, and Kansas has been prone to get upset every now and then. So I don't.
Let's see,
I don't have a clue. But I'm not picking St. Pete to advance over Purdue or Texas. I can't.
The way Kansas has been trending to play all games on a road or neutral. Kansas 18-6. They're 52% chance to win. Providence is 59% chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
As an underdog for Providence, they are 66% chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
And when Kansas is favored, they win 52% of the time. So 83% of the time, if they're favored on the road or at a neutral site, they're 5-1. Kansas. Providence is 3-0 on road underdog. They're 100%.
On the road as an underdog.
3-0.
That's going to be a good game. I think both of those. Nobody's looking at them two games. I think those two are going to be the great games. Kansas, Providence, Villanova, Michigan.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, guys, that's when you hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already. These kind of games, these are tips, insider tips from real professionals.
And you won't hear a word about them two games.
No, we're telling you what the truth is. Now, those talking heads are going to tell you
Gonzaga, Arkansas.
What sells tickets to press their Disney-run foundation of ESPN. 83%, Dean, versus teams allowing 67 to 76 points per game. Kansas would fit into that. Providence has 83% chance to win that. They're 15-3. However, Kansas is 6-10 versus teams allowing 67. So you're a math guy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm giving math numbers out here, Diamond D, and there's smoke's coming out of his ears. If you're not
Kansas
watching,
plays a tougher schedule than Providence.
If you're not watching, he's thinking about this. Versus Providence, 61% chance versus Kansas, 60%. 11-7 versus Providence, or 9-6 versus Kansas.
That sounds to me like they're even.
It's really even. The only nod is that underdog road game, but.
Mm-hmm. They don't play as tough a team.
Who are those underdog road?
Well, I mean, they have beat good teams.
The three.
Right.
They played 3 games against teams that were ranked higher than them.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas has played 6, twice as many, and they've only lost 1. So.
Say Kentucky beat Kansas by 20.
So.
At home.
Just figuring on that. If you just, kind of want to do it that way, we can go over here and go to schedules.
I don't know.
We can.
What's the spread? 8?
Yeah.
They usually know more than anybody.
Kansas lost to Dayton by 1 in a fluke game. Kansas lost to Texas Tech in a good game.
Mm-hmm.
They got beat by Kentucky pretty bad. And they lost to Baylor, TCU. And that's about it. That's all the games they've lost.
And TCU's still in it.
Okay.
Baylor just got put out.
They lost to Baylor by 10. But that Texas team, they lost by 3 over there. The Kentucky game is pretty bad.
Yeah, what?
But Texas Tech, that's really it. And Dayton, Dayton is one of those teams, though.
That was early.
That darn Dayton. Yeah, that was on Thanksgiving Day or after.
Who's beat Providence? You have that.
Yes.
They've not lost many games. They've been ranked all year.
And if you're playing the bracket with us, I hope you guys downloaded early enough. Dean and Kyle had trouble getting it down. This CBS app.
It just kept rerouting me. I signed in and it would keep rerouting me. It's like you can't pick. You have to do that. It just kept. It's like I had to keep doing it over and over. And after about an hour, I just gave up.
This CBS app is it's one of the best apps. It's better.
I agree.
It's better than ESPN.
There was something I was doing wrong.
This app, how you can pick teams and go through it like top of the screen. It's got the scores going.
Yes,
it's way better than
pick
ESPN.
Your favorites.
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, and just you just hit schedule. I mean, it just goes right to everything. Providence has lost. Number 13 ranked is to Virginia, Marquette, Villanova, 84-89.
Wow.
And Creighton, which Creighton can.
I'd say Kansas just barely beat Creighton.
Yeah, they lost to them 58-85.
Ooh, well, they drilled them.
So Villanova.
I don't know.
They lost to Villanova by 2 back on March 1st. So you're looking at two teams that's lost just a very small amount of games.
It's just hard to go chalk and pick the favorite in all these games. And for Auburn fans, you might want to know that Wisconsin is losing late. And I'll just be honest with you, you won't play Iowa State before you play Wisconsin.
Do you think so? I'll take your word.
Well, they're just not.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
Let's see what Iowa State is. See, they're 11 seed.
See, they're one of them darn teams like Michigan, man. Iowa State, they're playing good right now. Like they get in this darn thing, and like Kentucky goes brain dead, and Alabama don't show up. And
then Michigan's drilling.
Yeah.
Or not drilling, but beating Tennessee, who was playing better than anybody in the country.
I had Tennessee making it to lead 8.
And Tennessee didn't play bad. Now people was going like, Tennessee sucked. They choked. No, they didn't. I mean,
it's Tennessee.
They just got beat.
They're not ready yet, but they made a good run.
I mean, this game's tough. It's tougher than football as far as it's easier to lose this game than it is a football game. Would you agree with that statement?
Yes. Yeah.
Alabama's more than likely not going to lose to Missouri. Basketball, a team 500 can drill you.
Well, you come in and, you try to play some ranky-dink shooting threes all night.
Yeah.
Get your eyes beat out.
Get your eyes beat. Happens all the time. I mean, like he just said, Dayton hammered Kansas.
Beat them good. But Dayton's one of those teams.
Dayton's not even in the tournament.
They're one of those teams that slide around. I remember when we started this show that winter, I remember them being in a game, and then you got teams like Wichita State or something. They just show up.
Yeah.
They come in fired up. The coaches all got them hyped up, and they come in and drain like 8 threes in a row. I mean,
I want to see an Auburn-Wisconsin matchup.
No, yeah.
But, Auburn may not win tonight. I would think they would. But we still got to place that game. Auburn and Miami will get a spot. Arizona's not in yet, but we got a lot of them. Purdue, nobody's decided in that or the Texas Tech game yet.
Yeah, Kansas and Michigan games, those games they're playing, keep eye on those. We like them.
Let's see.
I think they both play Thursday, right?
Yes. Let me check one more score, Matt, and then we can move on past.
Yeah, we're just going to do a little NFL.
Texas Tech's beat Notre Dame 26-23.
I figured that.
First half. But Notre Dame, that looked bode well for Alabama if Notre Dame would go. And, Kentucky's coach, he's been on the hot seat, but he's had a couple of things happen that's helped him. For one, Baylor got beat. 2, Tennessee got beat. And 3, St. Peter's won again.
I want to see.
So that helps him out.
On a national stage, I'm not sure about Coach Cal catching a lot of grief on a broader stage other than his fan base.
Oh, there's a lot of people that aren't for them. He's catching heat.
And the SEC Network's probably got some talk. I'm going to try to tune in, and I want to see what nationally what they're saying about him. Or is it just pissed off fans that just are? Well,
I think a lot of just confusion, like you said. You said you could not read this guy. We don't know what motivates him. I don't
know.
You would think winning, but I don't know.
I think I can't gonna do it again. I try to be devil's advocate to think, okay, if I was him, if I'm him, why am I doing that?
Why are you not calling him time?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, well, he just really believes they could win the game. He thinks they could get back in it, and before you know it, just kind of blink, and you get away, and he gets away from you. And I don't know his assistants.
He's got 3.
I mean, how good are they? Are they really helping him?
They were at Illinois. He brought them back.
See? Now, that's something, that's the behind-the-scenes things that we don't know about. There may be something there that
Well, I'll take up for him on this part. They go 1 for 6 from free throw line. I'm sorry, that's not his fault.
No, gosh, no. The kid's got to
That's not his fault. And somebody's like, well, you got to work on him. I'm sure he works on free throws.
Yeah, no, you don't even have to tell. It's like, we're tackling day. What? It's football practice. What are you talking about tackling? You're going to work on free. Come on.
Twice a week at least. Come on.
Every day. Kids
I don't have a problem with every day.
Kids should be shooting free throws every day. You shouldn't even tell them. At the age that you were coaching, they should just know.
Yeah.
We start practice with dribbling drills, left and right-handed layups, chest pass and bounce passes, and free throws. That's how I coached just 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, and that's what we did.
There's nothing wrong with it.
And that's what we did. Some days, that's all we did all day. And then we may not do a play until the next practice. We may try to implement a play. Sometimes we just dribble, shoot, and pass, and just shoot free throws.
Well, I do agree with Calipari to a certain extent. This play stuff, especially with college kids, is a little overrated. Get them out there and get them good space and let them play.
Oh, son of a gun.
But what happened?
They went over.
Oh, okay. Well, Matt, I am done with college basketball. I think it's been a good tournament so far, and we'll just see how it winds up. I don't have a clue. But I do think Gonzaga's going to be Arkansas.
Okay. Go back to tools, and I'm going to hit it again right here. Now, guys, I think y'all probably missed just the holy crap. Why's the internet dropping off? Golly, it just went off. It's probably
now you've done talked me out of this. I'm sorry, man.
Hold on a minute. Golly, it's dumping. Man, he's going to have to hold on a second.
All right, guys, we're having technical problems. We'll be right back. Oh, you like it getting dark later?
Yes.
You do? See, I ain't never liked it. I know I'm a weirdo.
Well, it's going to dump us here in a second.
Oh, for you cheap?
Yeah, we got no Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
It just took a dump. Literally. It just went from 3,000, it jumped down to 700 and something.
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Guys, while he's doing that, I'm going to give you a scoring update.
Yeah.
All right. Late in the second half, 7 minutes left in the ball game. Iowa State leads Wisconsin 40-34, Matt. And Duke did win. We already went over that. Did you get it picked?
Yes.
And Texas Tech at halftime is up on Notre Dame by 1. Okay, so that's it with that.
I think maybe if you missed the end of that other podcast, we just had been off for a few minutes before it cut off. Sorry about that. Thank y'all for subscribing. Applecast, Spotify people. We were talking about Kentucky, and we're trying to get a feel. That's probably what you missed. We were just rambling about Calipari, trying to figure him out, why they've lost the game. I want to check in to see how the national media
instead of just Kentucky fans, because they're obviously going to be ripping.
Yes, I mean they ain't liked him ever. If they don't win the national championship, they're just like Alabama fans. Saban, get him out of here, idiot! Burn the place down. Get him. I thought he's retiring, idiot. Saban can't win a game.
Are you still winning your bracket?
Yeah, I'm second.
Second. Okay. Bailey Blanchard.
No. Mr. Hughes went to first.
Oh, okay.
Bailey, he picked Kentucky to win it.
He's done.
And I think he's hung in there pretty close. He picked Auburn to win it, so they're still in it.
TJ
Lee works with Tony Steakbarn over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's friends with Bo. He knows them there. He's from the Gadsden area.
TJ. Yeah.
He's a cook, chef.
Good place to eat.
Chop up shrimp and steak and all that good stuff.
They got shrimp over there, too.
Oh, yeah. So that was kind of the end of college basketball.
Yeah, that's it.
And we're interested in the Michigan game they're going to be playing, and then Kansas.
Providence. Yes. Oh. I think that, and nobody will talk about it, but I think that's the two.
That's why you need to subscribe to us.
Games.
And I'm not, I mean, I know we goof around a lot, but we're pretty good. We kind of know what we're doing.
We're not ignorant.
No, but for real, subscribe to the channel, and hey, you can find us on any podcast. You can listen as you ride. A lot of people like to listen and ride as you go to work or whatever. So
Kenny Smith picked St. Peter's to win last night, and Charles Barkley and them pretty much mocked him. Why would you think that? And they won. So
Well,
they
Kenny's
beat Murray State.
he's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
intelligent guy.
Played North Carolina.
Just we're gonna wrap it up with this. Deshaun Watson probably moving on to Cleveland. Mayfield could be looking to boycott the Browns. That's something to look into if you are interested in some of that. Matt Ryan, he has a no trade clause, but he is looking, and he may be looking at Seattle, Indianapolis, or San Fran for Matt Ryan. So Matty Ice may be out of Atlanta, and the guy from who was the trade they got from Green Bay?
Devontae Adams went to the Raiders, but
Yes.
I don't know who they got in return.
Yes,
I don't really understand that. I thought that was one of the reasons they brought. Rodgers throws to him 70% of the time.
They may not be in good working order with him. But
They may be trying to make it.
yes, yeah. I'm just
Man, let's get rid of this.
I'm
guy.
just pandering. Now I have no idea.
We don't know.
No, I'm just guessing. Just by trying to read the soup, man. You take one, you spin around the soup, and you just kind of read.
No,
it.
I agree with Bo Starkey. What he said last week, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. But there's something way he carries himself, or he's obviously difficult to deal with.
Knowing I don't know him personally, knowing what we read about him, he may be a little bothered soul. Without getting into my psychology book and getting my glasses down the end of my nose and saying, well, it all started with my mom saying, I had problems with.
Well, I mean,
Religiously, spiritually.
10 years ago, he was a Christian, devout Christian.
Yeah.
Now he's not.
Yeah, spiritually seems a little bothered.
Yeah.
And that's on him, and all we can do is pray for him. Hope that the Spirit will move on him and put him in the right direction.
Seems to be having some struggle.
He knows the word.
Yes, he just don't believe it anymore.
So it's on him to relocate that and pluck his own weeds out of his garden.
And if somebody be like, well, why are y'all picking that out because of all of his problems? Why are you picking that's causing all of his problems? His parents and him don't even have a relationship anymore.
Yeah.
Over this.
And you can be an atheist or be totally against that, and that's fine. We love you still. I mean, we have nothing personal against you for not believing in in anything. I mean, how could you not?
Joy.
How could you not believe in nothing?
Yeah.
That's kind of, if you just believe in science in general, it's 10 to the millionth possibility for the human nervous system to be abbreviated out of thin air or come from pond water. It's 10 to the millionth power.
Yeah.
Scientists quit studying facts when it's 10 to the 100th power or more. That means they don't take research papers on that. So I'm just laying that out.
Right.
And if you're not sure, then talk to somebody. And spirituality is something that's personal. And Christ speaks to everybody different, and I hope everybody has a rested soul and can be at peace with herself. And in the end, we're all going to find out the truth, and there's no doubt about that because we're all going to do one thing: we're all going to face death.
Exactly.
We're all going to face that old Reaper, no matter what you believe.
Yes, definitely.
And speaking of the Reaper, that'll roll us right into $160 million for the Rams. Matt Stafford, he locked up, he locked that deal up with him. So,
oh no, sorry.
That's about it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's some more NFL stuff kind of changes of the day, trades and rumors.
Watson going to Cleveland.
Yeah, I mentioned that first.
Oh,
yeah,
I've gotten so into this basketball.
That we're curious about how Baker may be boycotting that. So, yeah, keep your eyes on the road there for NFL and see what more's going on. Julio is probably going. Is he already out at Tennessee? See, I'm reading that too.
I think so.
See,
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on, man. It's shake and bake right now.
But he's getting older, but he's still good.
Frantic Friday hit hard, and I went on vacation for NFL, so I'm not spawned up on the NFL news.
No, we don't. I don't want to say we don't care, but it's just hard to get into the NFL right now.
I like it, and I do keep up with it, but we're more supporters of before playoffs and, when it's getting Thanksgiving and Christmas, sort of, we're into NFL pretty heavy. Now, what about the USFL? Have you heard anything on it? I hadn't either. I hadn't either. So
I've not heard anything. I know the draft's coming up.
I think they're going to kick the 30th April.
Month and a half, roughly.
I think that was right.
Which that's always a big time of year.
April 30th, they're going to kick.
It's a little different. I don't know. I don't care nothing about the draft, but I heard an ESPN analyst one time said that draft starts on a Thursday, right? Said he would go home, get his cooler, get a bunch of food, getting his shorts and his T-shirt, and would lay on the couch for 3-4 days watching the draft.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, said he couldn't wait. I can see people doing that with this basketball tournament.
Yeah,
the draft. But that's how big it is my point.
Yeah, I'm a little more interested in the combine, and I shared some news over the past few weeks of the combine, of Georgia, Alabama, Auburn players, all that stuff. So spring football has been kicked off, been underway. Alabama, Auburn, Georgia. I hadn't heard nothing weird. No injuries out of spring practice that I've heard. No, I ain't been in touch really tight the past 2 or 3 days.
Oh yeah,
but I still thumb through ESPN. I look at stuff.
Coming up here this week.
I'm looking to meet him. Probably, we're probably gonna meet down Wednesday before I go see the girls tournament. Remember, 3:30 Wednesday evening.
I want him. He wants to go to China Moon again in People, which I can blame him.
The China Doll.
China Doll, yeah. What place is good?
The dessert and stuff and all everything's good over there. Well, we ain't gonna hold y'all up no more. It's been a long day. I've been up and ain't slept a whole lot, and I've been on the road traveling south since this morning. So I'm about whooped. I'm gonna get something to eat.
What time did y'all leave?
9. I got up about 6, 7, eat, drink some coffee, eat some granola, and had a great food bar. We stayed at the Islands. Yeah. Margaritaville, little place up there.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Good breakfast. Indoor pool and jacuzzi, hot tub stuff. Just, go in there and let it hit the old back muscles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's good. Stuff, but it's time to snap back to reality tomorrow in the morning. Early, man. Early. Tomorrow's going to be hard work and get stuff done around here and then try to get out and see.
I'll probably come by over there. I mean, it's across the road from my house.
See Neely at signing in the morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then get back home and take care of some more stuff once you come back from vacation. Yeah, mm-hmm. And then picking up from vacation. You got to get your stuff put up and you're watching the stuff that. Right. So that's going to be a wild day or two. Yeah. Now, Mark, he'll have school tomorrow, so he's going to be running
and busy. Coming up sometime.
Yeah, end of the month for him. He'll be on spring break then.
And unfortunately, I hate to mention it, it's the last thing I mentioned because nobody will want to watch it anymore after this. Mowing season's coming up.
It is. Thank you to our sponsors again, Smorgasburg at the Cove and Warrior Gym. And guys, we're gonna cut it loose and get out of here. And we'll see y'all tomorrow evening, Cedar Bluff, Hoax Bluff softball game, and Tuesday, take an umbrella with you. That's your tip of the week. God bless you. Keep your heads clear and your hearts full of God. And Dean?
Yeah, have a great week. And Wisconsin is now down 9 with 4 minutes left. So Auburn's probably chomping at the bit, but they got to win tonight. So
we'll see how it turns out the rest of the week. And, Thursday, Friday games. Should be some interesting ball on.
Should be.
We'll talk about it more next Sunday right here on the Matt and Todd Show. Best thing going today.
Yes, sir.
See y'all. Peace.
Have a good week.